Former U.S. Secretary of State knocks Tinubu's government, says only in Nigeria will bandits take over military training facility. Welcome back to Biafra News. Support Biafra, people of goodwill. Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, I bring you another update. A few days ago, we heard of a bandit taking over army training camp in the north. If it's in southeast, the Nigeria terrorist army will sweep into action immediately. But in the north, they will sweep it under the carpet. But this time around, it's former U.S. Secretary of State and mocks Tinubu's government. This is not the first time we're hearing of news like this of bandits taking over army facilities in the north, and they always sweep it under the carpet. You remember when Motai, if I'm not mistaken, Motai was the army chief of staff. We all heard how bandits take over and set military vehicles ablaze. Did anything happen? No. If it's in southeast, that particular community will be raised down by Nigeria terrorist army. That is when we told you people that Nigeria is nothing but a terrorist state and they sponsor terrorism. People thought we are lying or we are against the government. We're telling you the happenings in Dazu. The reason Biafrans vow to visit Dazu, whether by peaceful or by force. We are not going to continue in Dazu with these terrorists. Now, it's not possible. And moreover, Nigeria is an Islamic state. But we should tell Nigerians that it's not possible. It's not this, it's not that. But they are trying to add more Sharia laws into the constitution. Are you people aware of that? Keep telling you people that Nigeria is an Islamic state. You people keep denying it. Even UK, former UK, what is it called? Made it clear that Nigeria is an Islamic state. But people say, oh, Nigeria is more than 250 million. It's not possible. Whatever the Fulanis want, that is what they do. And your politicians have no say. They are in it. So, dear friends, before I continue with this very update, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, leave your comment at the comment section. So, dear friends, this very news headline from Sahara Reporters and Biafra Prime Minister posted with a laughing emoji. But I'm going to bring the update from the person that posted it and the news from Premium Time. Just pay attention as we continue. Daily Post also posted it. It seems I will read some of these this thing from Daily Post. All right. So here, this former U.S. Secretary of State said only in Nigeria can bandits take over the nation's largest military training facility. Anywhere else in the world, this could be obviously fake news. But in Nigeria, even the most absurd and outrageous is possible. When will nation get decent government? The reason you people need to support Biafra, that is why we want to visit. The Fulanis does whatever that pleases them in Nigeria. No right-thinking human being will want to be part of Nigeria or to be identified as a Nigerian. The reason we want to visit, but the greediness and corruption that has eaten deep into the Western world, sucking dry our natural resources will not allow them see and do the needful. But the indigenous people are doing the needful, resisting all these terrorists. This is not the first time this is happening. We all heard of, is it Morotai, if I'm not mistaken, the former chief of army staff, before the one that was killed and the one that is sick now, that did not make it back. Before this new one, is it no Morotai, if I'm not mistaken? Yes, Morotai, this thing was also taken over by bandits. Vehicles were set ablaze. This is not the first time exactly. What are we even talking about? Is it the first time people are hearing of bandits taking over Nigeria army facility? No, but this one they said is the largest. Is the largest. So pay attention as we continue with this very news. Terrorists take over Nigeria largest military training camp. But if it's in southeast, Nigeria army would have swung into action immediately. That community would have raised down. But it's in the north. Have you heard anything about it? No, they have swept it under the carpet. Terrorist state sponsoring terrorism. Okay, here he said terrorists have reportedly taken over the biggest military training camp in Nigeria, located at the Wamas. Nawawams. I don't even know the name of the. Is it Nawamas? I'm sorry, Biafrans. I don't know the kind of name they are giving all these things. It's a Nawamas military. Okay, well, let me just keep it like that. Military cantonment in Kontagora local government area of the Niger state. Just look at the name of the place, the biggest so-called military training camp. You just take the name. The name itself, you will bite your tongue while trying to pronounce it. Tourist state. Okay, continue to say a member of the Niger State House of Assembly representing Katangora 2 State constituency, Abdullahi Isa, has raised the alarm during a plenary on Tuesday. He said the dreaded devil, dreaded devil criminals also chased away about 23 farming communities within the area. Did you hear that? So these bandits or terrorists even sacked or chased away 23 families, not just 23 farming communities. Did you hear that? 23 farming communities within the area. You see, the terrorism, I said before, I wanted to start bringing the happenings in Dazu, not just Biafra land alone. The reason we are resisting the zoo terrorists from Biafra land, because a lot is going on in that Nigeria they are not telling you. They keep telling you about insecurity in Southeast. Did you hear that these bandits did not just chase or take over the military, the biggest military training camp, like they said? They also chased away about 23 farming communities within the area. Did you hear that? But you see, Nigeria, I mean, in Southeast, telling you about insecurity up and down, whereas they are the main terrorists causing insecurity in Southeast, living where they are supposed to be, coming to Southeast where they are not needed. All right, we must continue. In a motion of urgent public importance, the lawmaker said the military camp, which occupied very large pieces of land extending from Katangoria local government to part of Mariga LGA, is now being occupied by the assailant. According to him, the terrorists have established at least 8 different camps around the training ground. He said this military camp is now known to have been taken over by terrorists who are said to have established at least 8 different camps in the area. The presence of the terrorists on this training camp, which now serves as their haven, has posed a serious security challenges to communities within the camp, both in Katangoria and Mariga local government area. After much deliberation on the matter, the assembly urged the state government to urgently assist with the military authorities to intensify efforts towards flushing out the terrorists from the training camp. The assembly added that the move would allow the host communities to return to their homes. These are the happenings in Nigeria, in the northern part precisely. They will not tell you about. Now, is it possible to chase out these people that have at least established 8 camps in this military camp? And they want to do what exactly? To flush them out. These are bandits they imported with the hope of using them to subdue Biafrans and take over Biafra land. So when the evil plan backfired, these terrorists, having no other choice, have to throw back to the north. And they are now in anger taking over places, because that is what Nigeria Islamic Terrorist Caliphate Fulanis promised them, and their master pretend, come to Nigeria and help us conquer the Igbos, and we'll give you a part in Nigeria. Well, now that the evil plan did not work, these bandits now went back to the north, sacking people from their communities, terrorizing in anger. And after chasing people from their communities, after sacking people from their communities, they will relocate their own families to these communities, which will have an evidence of it. A northern man confirmed on Arise Television that in less than 1 month, these people relocate their own families to these communities they chased the original owners from. Now, they are telling you that bandits, or they just left it for them to take over the largest training camp. Now, a U.S. A former U.S. Secretary of State, mocks Buhari's government. That is only in Nigeria that you will hear of the happenings. You will be surprised. How is this possible? That is for you to know and to see that Nigeria is nothing but a terrorist state. The reason we are resisting them in Biafra land. Now, let me read this very update from Premium. It says, Nigeria lawmakers raises alarm as bandit takes over Nigerian military largest training camp. Bandits have taken over a military tournament hosting the largest military training camp in Nigeria, where personnel of the Nigerian Army Artillery Corps undergo training. Did you hear that? This is the army training camp they allow bandits to take over. If it's in Southeast, that community would have raised down. They would have leveled that community. I'm telling you the honest truth. But it's in the north. And we tell you that Nigeria is a terrorist state and they sponsor terrorism. You people thought, we hate the government because we want to visit Nigeria. No, this is happening in the north. And they said the Niger State House of Assembly has raised alarm over the occupation of Nigeria's largest military training camp in Katangora, local government area by bandits. The lawmakers raised the bandit activities, said the bandit activities have displaced 23 communities around the Wamas. Now one mass. I don't want to bite my tongue because military cantonment in the Katangara local government council headquarters. According to the lawmakers, the cantonment holds the largest military training camp in Nigeria, where personnel of the Nigerian Army Artillery Corps undergo training. The assembly said that the bandit has taken over the training camp and urged the state government to immediately raise with the military authorities to flush them out. Well, dear friends, the most important thing is that I'm happy that the world is seeing what is going on and the reason we are resisting Nigeria terrorist army from Biafra land, and we will not stop until they are all flushed out of Biafra land. The terrorism going on in Nigeria is massive. It's only Southeast they're telling you about insecurity, but a lot is going on in the North that they are sponsoring the terrorism going on there. Only in Southeast they hear insecurity up and down. Who are those causing insecurity? Who are those causing insecurity? The Nigerian army are the ones causing insecurity. And the reason Biafra angels are resisting them. And we will keep to resist them until they are all flushed out. So that is it, dear friends. I'll stop here. Don't forget to share, like, leave your comments at the comment section. And please turn in once you get notification. Thank you all.